Right, so what we want to do is make sure that the hard drive that we want to install on is in the first slot. Master. Next thing I want to go to, if I can find it. Power, which is ACPI suspend type, which you want at S3. Enable support. That's basically what you want to do. So save and exit. Boot from your CD. Now the thing with this Hasn't CD is that you don't need a bootloader. It'll just boot straight away from the disk. There we go. This will generally take about 5 to 10 minutes. The first couple of times I tried it, it baffled me to the point where I just turned it off and didn't wait for it, but if you wait for it, it does work. I'll probably fast forward this bit during the editing anyway, so just be patient with the installation and it will do everything that you want it to. It may actually be quicker on some PCs and towers, but seeing as this is an old AMD phone with a bigger memory, it's not actually going to be that fast. It is when it boots up into OSX, but the installation is not really super duper fast. Don't take forever, but once you get to the installation, it'll take about 20 minutes. You're looking at about half an hour. Full installation, and then obviously next video we'll go on to do the updates with it. The updates don't have to be as complicated as obviously all the videos I'm making out. I must do the updates in about 5 minutes at a time. Right, so now we're into the installation menu. We want to use English for the main language, and it will prepare the installation. Actually working a lot quicker today for some reason. Right, so okay, so you see you're into the installer, Mac OSX installer. Click on continue. I'll tell you basically, we'll stick text and kernels for what you want to put it on. So, agree. Now we want to onto utilities, disk utility, because I want to obviously try and keep my Windows installation on as well on this one, although I've got a hard drive that's just basically got OSX on it, which isn't a hazard OSX, it's a retail version, so this is mainly just for okay, so I've got my other hard drive there. We'll install it on this hard drive, the second one. So what I want to do, clean hard drive, is partition it. Put one partition, that's it there. Mac OSX, extended journaled. Your option, you want it as a GUID, so it'll load. And apply. And it'll make the partition. Yeah, partition complete. So is it okay? So now it's called Untitled 1. So just for a quick one, you want to click on Erase. I'm just going to put Snow Leopard on here, just so we know what it is. Click on Erase, and it'll create your volume. Done. So exit this, click on new drive, Snow Leopard. And we should get the options menu. Okay, so click on continue, customize. Right, here we go. So what you basically want to do is you want to install the two updates that'll bring you straight to 10.6.2. You want to leave these if you're on an AMD, although for Intel you can use the Chameleon bootloaders. And that one there. Kernels, what I use is the legacy kernel because it works brilliant on AMD. Graphics drivers, I've recently just bought a new NVIDIA GTX 1050, which I don't honestly think will be supported, but it will load, it just won't give the full graphics. Audio drivers if you want audio drivers, network if you want network, laptop as you go. For AMD, what basically you want to do is click on there, so it'll install everything for your AMD. And then, we've got anything in here we need to do. SATA 80A fix, do we need it? That's what I put last time, the ACHI SATA fix. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is go put the legacy one on. Click on done, and then click on install. Now this will take about 15 to 20 minutes depending on how fast your setup is. Like I say, this is only an AMD Athlon 64 2006 model with 1GB of RAM, so it might actually take a while. Right, so it's at 91% now. It is, there is an option to skip it, although it's not recommended because it's checking for consistencies of the disk, and basically if you skip it and then wonder why it's not installing, it's probably your disk. Normally on time remaining it'll say 20 minutes when you do it, although we have put on two updates on it as well, up to 10.6.2 for Snow Leopard. But once again it seems to be flying today, it's saying about 3 minutes left on it. Oh, there we go. The best thing about this version is that you do not actually need to mess about installing your own bootloader, because it actually installs a bootloader while you're installing the disk, whereas if you're using an iRash or what other versions are there? An iBoot or EFI, then you will need to install your own bootloader, normally Chameleon. However, the problems with this, which I found out first time I put OSX on the PC, was that you can spend about a day to 2 days just trying to patch it on. If it don't recognise your hard drive, or it don't recognise your software as genuine Apple, then it just won't work, and that's as simple as that is. I mean, you can get around it with script errors in terminal, but this is just the easiest way. Right, I'm going to skip this to where it's got like a minute or something left on it, so see you then. Right, so now it's on 2 minutes. It's basically taken about 20 to get it to where it is. Obviously there's no quick way of doing this because it's obviously booting from disk. I have tried USB methods, although when you do a USB method it won't install the bootloader for some reason. So after this, obviously all we have to do is do an update. So it's got the App Store, because the App Store didn't actually come in until halfway through 10.6, I think it's 10.6.8 or something. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what file to get, how to install it, and then obviously you'll have the App Store. There is a patch as well that we have to run, which I'll show you again when we load into OSX. We basically patch a lot of the system so it doesn't need the UDID number, because obviously you got to remember our system is not a proper original Apple Mac. It's basically a PC, hackintosh as they're called. It's basically a PC running OSX, as you probably will know with uploading this video. If you're like me and you're too cheap to go and buy an Apple machine because the prices are way too high for what you get for your money, then this is the way to go. If you check the channel as well, there's a video for streaming Kodi from your smartphone, your Android smartphone, to your Xbox One. Well, obviously I've not done a lot of YouTube videos, as you can probably tell from the quality of this one, but what the content that is in them is fact. It's fact information. It's not fake information like some of the videos that I actually researched when I was doing this the first time, which give you links for bogus files, and all they basically wanted was the views, so obviously they could use it on their AdSense. Whereas on this, I'm basically giving you all the information that you need to run OSX. Right, so it's installed. Well, there we are. Right, so it's booted straight through to this. I mean, sometimes you can get lucky, boot straight into OSX, however sometimes you have to put equals and force 64. Shouldn't get any panics with this CD anyway. But I'm hoping that would reboot straight into it. And when you do, you should be. There we are. OSX. It will tell you if you've installed it properly about any graphics cards or any network cards as you like. So basically I'm going to put my flash drive in. Flash drive folder. To here. Okay. So basically what we want to do is you want to download a legacy kernel 10.7.0 and a legacy kernel 10.8.0. Basically what we're going to do, I'm going to boot straight into the 10.8, which should be in this drive. Yeah, if you download the combo installer, the official Apple combo installer for 10.6.8, and insert that into your CD drive, DVD drive, whatever you've got, it should appear on your desktop. Which it isn't, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put one on a flash drive. Just bear with me a couple of minutes. Alright, here we go. So we've inserted a blank CD, which we haven't. Eject. Sometimes your disk drive can be a little bit temperamental. Let's try again.